Palestine is located on the eastern shore of the Mediterranean Sea in West Asia, at the junction of the three continents of Asia, Europe, and Africa. It is the heart of the Middle East region. It consists of two main areas, the Gaza Strip and the West Bank of the Jordan River. It borders Lebanon to the north, Syria to the northeast, Jordan to the east, the Mediterranean Sea to the west, and Egypt to the south. Its geographical location is of great significance, serving as a meeting place for the cultures, religions, and business of the East and the West. The history of Palestine can be traced back to the ancient civilizations of the Near East, making it one of the earliest regions in the world where human civilizations thrived. Around 3000 BC, the Canaanites settled in this area. Subsequently, this land was successively ruled by the Egyptians, Israelites, Assyrians, Babylonians, Persians, Greeks, Romans, Byzantines, Arabs, Crusaders, and Ottomans. In 1917, during World War I, Britain occupied Palestine and in 1920 received the mandate from the League of Nations, known as the Mandatory Palestine. The Balfour Declaration of 1917 promised to support the establishment of a national home for the Jews in Palestine, thus sowing the seeds of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. In 1947, the United Nations proposed dividing Palestine into an Arab state and a Jewish state, with Jerusalem under the United Nations trusteeship. The Jews accepted this plan, while the Arab states rejected it. In 1948, Israel declared its independence, and the First Arab-Israeli War broke out. Jordan occupied the West Bank, and Egypt controlled the Gaza Strip, displacing a large number of Palestinians who became refugees. Since then, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict has persisted. In the 1967-68 war, Israel occupied the West Bank and the Gaza Strip. In 1993, the Oslo Accords were signed and the Palestinian National Authority was established, gaining limited self-governance, but the peace process has suffered setbacks many times since then. Palestine is a holy land for the three major monotheistic religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. The Temple Mount, the Western Wall, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, and the Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem are all world-famous religious sites. The vast majority of Palestinians are Muslims, with a small number of Christians. Religion plays a significant role in social life. Palestinian culture is predominantly Arab, integrating Mediterranean and Middle Eastern traditions, and is characterized by its unique literature, music, and dance. The poet Mahmoud Darwish is a highly influential modern poet in the Arab world. Currently, Palestine is divided into two main political entities. One, the Gaza Strip, controlled by Hamas, the Islamic resistance movement. It holds a tough political stance and has engaged in several armed conflicts with Israel. Two, the West Bank, controlled by the Palestinian National Authority, dominated by Fatah, which is more inclined to seek statehood through diplomatic channels. Palestine aims to establish an independent state based on the 1967 borders, with East Jerusalem as its capital. It has been recognized by more than 140 countries, but it has not yet become a full member of the United Nations, only holding the status of an observer state. Israel's settlement construction in the West Bank and its blockade of the Gaza Strip have been widely criticized by the international community, but a few countries, such as the United States, still firmly support Israel. There are also differences within the Arab world regarding support for Palestine. Due to the long-term conflict, blockade, and occupation, the economic development of Palestine has been severely restricted. Unemployment remains high, infrastructure is weak, and it relies on international aid. The situation in the Gaza Strip is particularly dire, and it has been repeatedly described by the United Nations as a typical area of humanitarian crisis. The education level in Palestine is relatively high among Arab countries. Many Palestinians attach great importance to education, giving rise to numerous intellectuals, artists, and political activists. Despite their difficult situation, the Palestinian people demonstrate a strong sense of national identity and resilience. There is still no clear answer as to when the Israeli-Palestine conflict will truly end. The international community generally supports the two-state solution, that is, the peaceful coexistence of two states, Israel and Palestine. However, Israel's policies, internal divisions within Palestine, and interference from external forces have made the prospects for peace highly uncertain. The Palestinian issue is not just a territorial dispute. It is a concentrated manifestation of historical, ethnic, religious, and power struggles. For the world, resolving the Palestinian issue is not only crucial for the stability of the Middle East, but also has an impact on global peace and security.